Expert. While most of us want to eat healthy, it can be difficult to know what is healthy and what isn't.
Right, because many foods sound healthier than they actually are, and they can fool you if you don't know what to look out for. A lot in the labeling now gets confusing. Registered dietitian Laurie Meyer is here to clear things up for us. So let's go with multigrain first. That's kind of the big push.
Well, you know, eating whole grain, there's been a huge push because we know that whole grains actually can help reduce heart disease, diabetes, cancer. They help with weight loss. So whole grains are great. If you're going to pick a grain, try to pick a whole grain. Multigrain is where it gets a little bit tricky because multigrain doesn't necessarily mean whole grain. So this is where you have to turn the box over and take a look and see the first ingredient has to be a whole grain, whole brown rice, whole wheat, something like that. Now this particular, the good news is that I went through the grocery store today. The manufacturers are really doing a good job. There aren't many foods available anymore that say multigrain that are not whole grain. This particular cracker, unfortunately, the first ingredient, it says multigrain. It looks like a really great grainy cracker. There's no fiber in it whatsoever. The first ingredient is enriched wheat flour, so that's refined white flour. So just be careful. It doesn't mean this is bad for you, but if you're looking for a whole grain and if you want fiber, this might not be the thing for you.
Next down the line, peanut butter. Is there a difference between low-fat peanut butter, regular peanut butter?
Because it has a lot of sugar. Peanut butter can.
You would think that there would be a big difference between low-fat and regular peanut butter, and you know, why else would we be making it? They're the same calories. You get the same 190 calories for 2 tablespoons, whether it's low-fat or regular. You get the same protein, but you're getting, you know, twice as much sugar. Well, actually, twice as much carb. You're not, you know, there's no really sugar in regular peanut butter, and also higher in sodium. I look at peanut butter as it's a really healthy fat. It's a monounsaturated fat. It's good for diabetes. It's good for heart. Eat the regular peanut butter because sugar actually is going to make you gain more weight than the fat in that peanut butter. Peanut butter has a long history of showing it really is helpful for diabetics and for weight loss. So I don't think you need the low fat. I think eat the regular stuff because you're not saving any calories.
What about smoothies? A lot of people do that,
you know,
because it sounds healthy.
It's a huge trend right now. And there's smoothie bars all over and people are making smoothies, and Steve just showed me his smoothie recipe. The big problem I have with smoothies is that they are very high in calories. Most of them, this particular one, it's, you know, you're getting like 3 to 4 servings of fruit. If you ate 3 or 4 servings of fruit, you'd feel pretty full. When you drink a smoothie, you may not feel as full because liquid calories don't register the same. You're getting almost 60 grams of sugar in this particular smoothie. So just be careful. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're diabetic, this might not be for you. Might want to add some vegetables to it or add some protein to it so that you can kind of reduce that sugar content.
And people think they're doing themselves a favor with an energy bar, but...
You know, most of us don't really need energy bars. You're an athlete. If you exercise, if you're really working out strenuously, you might need an energy bar.
A long bike ride.
Yeah, long bike ride.
Something like that. But most of us really have enough stored energy on our body. We don't need energy bars. The problem I have with most of them is that they're pretty high in sugar. Even the healthy ones, you can't get less than 3 or 4 teaspoons of sugar in an energy bar. So just beware of that. You might be better off get a half a sandwich, get a handful of peanuts or nuts, peanut butter on a cracker or on a celery.
Read your labels.
Read the labels.
That's what it always
Beware
comes down to.
of what you're doing.
Laurie Meyer, thanks. Got a question for our experts? Email them at asktheexpert@todaystmj4.com. You can also leave a voicemail, 967-5253.